Hello again, YouTube peoples. And yes, let's move on to the next part of the story. So, knowing what Siva is now, knowing what happened to the Iron Lords, well, partly, knowing that we now must go, we have to figure out what to do next. But first, there are cannons attacking the city wall, and we must go deal with those cannons attacking the city wall. For good reason, too. We don't want them mashing through. Could you just stop having drop frames? That'd be lovely.
The Iron Lords believed we could contain Siva by destroying the chamber where it was produced. These Fallen must have restarted the process. We need to get back into the chamber and cut off the flow of Siva at the source.
I think we need to focus on what we know. The Fallen have occupied a military bunker in the Plague Lands. We won't get any reinforcements in that area until the Fallen's artillery is taken out.
The Fallen are a symptom. Siva is the disease.
Yes, but the Fallen still have control of giant fucking cannons at the moment, Saladin. So we'll deal with the main problem after we fix the problem of the cannons. God damn it.
Alright. Vanguard reinforcements are standing by. But until those guns are down, they can't leave the hangar. I need you to shut them down. Guardian, there's a dead Vandal near you. Can you give me a scan?
Understood. He's fallen, basically, but armor is enhanced. Weapons have been modified. Cybernetic enhancements.
Most Fallen houses have a sect dedicated to this sort of thing. They're called Splicers. They're like body hackers, bioengineers.
It is worse than I feared. The Splicers are not only using Siva to transform this place, they are using its technology to transform themselves.
Fallen have done some remodeling.
They're taking the metal for something big. Hope they're not using it to toughen up those gun emplacements.
Something big, huh?
I've never seen the Fallen do anything on this scale before. I'm calling for more reinforcements.
You said yourself reinforcements will be useless until the guns are down. Besides, they will not be prepared for what they'll find.
Sensing a pattern here about how Saladin talks. He thinks so grandly of himself, even though his people were the ones that fucked up so royally and activated Siva originally. I have a bit of respect for him. He did good. He was one of the people who stood up and defended the people without powers of the light. So, you know, I'll always respect him for that. But, god damn it, is he so damn prideful. That, believe it or not, is actually the start of the raid. Nope. Ow. I'm not sure what it wants me to do. Oh, that's right. I'm just meant to basically follow this, I'm pretty sure. Right? No? No, it is. I am meant to do something.
I thought Siva was technology.
Oh, no, there we go.
This. It's like something alive, growing, out of control.
These devil splicers are using Siva, but they cannot control it. They are like children with a new toy.
I don't know of any toys that eat Russian industrial complexes.
Yeah. Welcome to the Plague Lands.
Those guns were destroyed during the collapse. How did the Fallen...
It's not the Fallen.
Maybe it's not, but the Fallen are the ones pulling the triggers out here. The Vanguard wants them taken down, we take them down.
Ow, ow, ow. So yeah, the Plague Lands.
It's getting worse the farther we get in. I wonder if we can even reach the Siva chamber.
Covered in Siva. Like, absolutely covered in Siva.
Detecting a high concentration of Siva shielding the gun emplacements.
Even Siva-enhanced shields would require an energy source. But be careful. There's something familiar about all this.
Right. Destroy the familiar generators and then take down Shiro's zombie guns.
Yep. Day in the life of a Guardian. Ow. Man, fucking... Oh shit. Hi. So yeah, a big thing is here is that the Fallen didn't even hesitate when it came to using Siva to enhance themselves. To them it was like a no-brainer. They already use technology to enhance themselves all the time. Oh my god, they hurt so much. Oh my, I may die. Nope, I'm good. I live. Oh dear, oh dear. Oh, you hurt a lot, okay. You have a name, what's your name? Well, whatever it is, you're dead now. Really? There's more of you coming out of this door? There it is.
Shield power levels are dropping.
I've just destroyed these little Siva nodes to gain access. That's what this is. There we go.
That's it. Shield is collapsing. You should be clear.
Guns are upstairs. Take them out. If I didn't know better, I'd say the splicers were creating a beachhead. Something of this scale could be used against the city.
Here we go.
So, those destroyed guns? Siva undestroyed them.
Yep.
Undestroyed?
Look for a central Siva node inside those emplacements. Destroy
Reassembled is probably the more accurate term. Yoink. Remember these?
Get ready. Fallen are sending in reinforcements.
Where are you? There you are.
Keep it going.
Woo.
Is standing by, but they can't do much while those guns are still
Who are you dropping in? Oh god, they hurt. Oh god. Do you have another cannon for me? No. Okay, there's another cannon over here. No, 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 no. Come here. Perfect.
Great job. Hawks are inbound. Just hold the area until they get there.
I'd love to, but I'm having a little bit of an issue with that. Or I'm about to be, rather.
Shiro, I'm pretty sure that air support isn't going to get here in time.
Ah, hi. Kill the tank! Kill the tank!
It's working.
Zealot. It's directing the corruption to resurrect the guns. Centuries passed and I have learned nothing. Shiro, can your forces secure that area? We'll do our best. Try. I need the Guardian to return to the temple. If we are to avoid the mistakes which led us here, he and I must speak about the fall of the Iron Lords.
Okay, so we're obviously not going to see that, see what happens because I can't reactivate the quest. But, oh, Grumpler, thank you for the host. But yeah, so what we miss out on, because there's no cutscene, there's normally just dialogue with him himself, is he tells us about how the Iron Lords fell, about how they tried to get Siva all those years ago, and what happened in that cutscene we watched happened. Thank you, Special Geek. So yeah, now what we're going to do is, remember how I mentioned Clovis Bray on Mars were the ones that created Siva? Well, Tyra Khan, the Cryptarch, cryptal archaeologist, I think it is, Cryptarch anyway, she came up with the idea of going in and trying to find records at Clovis Bray for Siva, see if we can't find sort of a manual or something, or information on how to stop it. So that's what we're going to go do.
In searching for more information on Siva, I discovered some recent unexplained phenomena originating near Clovis Bray.
That's deep in Cabal territory. I find it unlikely the Fallen would have had time to experiment in those labs undisturbed.
True, but there are records of Siva prototypes that were never recovered. They could be the missing link.
Lord Teemer spoke of Siva prototypes too. Very well, old friend. Let's follow this path.
So we're going to the Clovis Bray Labs to see what we can find.
You should be in the vicinity any time now.
Whoa, hi. Fucking Cabal. So many Cabals, so many. Okay, that's those ones dead.
I can guide you to the biolabs, though it may take some investigation to locate the SIVA prototypes once you're there.
I think I'll be fine.
I have faith in our young wolf there. He will find our way forward. I'm certain of it.
Did he just call one of us a young wolf?
Yep.
Because it's probably less endearing if he meant me.
Probably. Boop. Was there a big... There's a big dude. Nope. I love explosive rounds. That, by the way, is why this gun shoots like that. I have the explosions. Boop. No worries, Special Geek. Refreshing usually helps with the massive fucking delay. Although, I've had a lot less drop frames this time, so hopefully that means less delay. Sorry, I was adjusting where I was sitting for the camera and walked into that. So yeah. Hello. Do you mind? Wow, that was perfectly balanced. That's hilarious. Oh, fuck. I forgot something. Can't go through that door without the passcodes. I need the passcodes. I'm a derp. I'm a glowing derp now. Why do I have... I really don't need that one on. I need Gil on. I don't have Gil on me. Okay, well I guess we're using this one then. Yeah, so I'm glowing. I would normally be giving allies more super energy. But it doesn't work that way it doesn't work that way when you're solar, and also they nerfed it because PvP it was being used wrong, and now everyone hates... Bungie needs to learn not to nerf PvE when nerfing PvP, because that's just horrifically bad game design. Sup? Nope. Oh, I didn't know you guys were here too. Okay, that's... That's one more. Where are you? Aha! Okay.
I'm not seeing any flashing lights advertising SIVA research. Maybe there's a console that can help us narrow things down.
Would have been great if you said that earlier.
What do we have here? Huh. Who knew finding dangerous Golden Age archives would be so easy? There's an intact data store just below us.
Okay. Oh god, why are there more enemies? You guys weren't here a second ago. Way to give me a heart attack, holy crap.
Unfortunately, my intel says you're going to need to make your way underground.
Falling great distances is actually our specialty. Elevator shaft, anyone?
Yep. Falling great distances definitely is our speciality.
The doors to the elevator shaft should be here somewhere.
I found him.
something says we're in the right place, like dead Fallen.
So the Fallen have already been here, and the Cabal have cleaned them out, but they got what they wanted. Basically, the Fallen came here for the manual to Siva once they found it. Which, funnily enough, more than the Iron Lords thought to do.
There, that's the Bray Research Archive. Now to rummage through its files. Interesting. There were multiple prototypes, each programmed to serve a different function. One that built constructs, viral armor enhancements, that's neat. And we have a winner, cybernetic diagnostics. Exactly what the Fallen would need to... Oh, maybe later. We've got company.
Okay. There's so many of you. Why are there so many of you? I love swords. Swords are really useful. Done.
The young wolf strikes again. Tyra, the prototype archives, will they be enough to identify a weakness in the Fallen's hold on Siva?
I have to remind you, of all people, that I'm a scholar, not a scientist. Don't worry, old friend. Between myself and Shiro, we won't leave a single stone unturned. You'll have your defense.
Good. Good. Oh, I actually have a bounty finished that I didn't notice. Okay, so I believe what we learn about this one... I did that already. Did that. Good. What we learnt from all of that is that the Siva network, what the Fallen are using to give the Siva orders and control the Siva across the Plague Lands, is using power from an old submarine. So we're gonna go destroy that power source. And while it's destroyed, Siva in the region will go haywire for a while, and we're going to go see if we can't shut down the Siva production at its source. Now, a lot of people have speculated why we're able to shut down Siva production when the nanites can actually create Siva themselves. It's believed that... Oh, sorry.
Siva into their systems. They created a massive network to control the nanotech. So, just like they took down our sensor grid, we're going to take down theirs. That should neutralize Siva long enough for you to enter the replication complex.
This is where my fellow Iron Lords sacrificed their lives. You must stop the flow of Siva now and forever, no matter the cost.
So yeah, the reason, my theory on why that is the replication chamber can create Siva cores, which help control Siva and are needed for Siva to replicate past a certain point.
Stay alert.
So yeah, the replication chamber is used to manage the replication, and without it, Siva nanites can't replicate properly, which is why it's needed for Siva production, even though the nanites themselves can create.
To protect the entrance to the complex. Short-sightedly, they decided to use the reactor in an old oil tanker as a power source. That's going to be our ticket.
Ooh, pardon me, so that's up here. Ow, that's a lot of you. Oh god, that's a lot of you. Oh my god. Ow.
Picking up a strong energy signature nearby.
That'll be the reactor. Swapping the fusion cell should knock out the network for a few minutes. Defenses, replication, everything.
Okay, so we're gonna go take out the reactor. Oh, hi. And hopefully that'll give us a little bit of a window at which we can go and kill shit. Specifically, go into the replication chamber. Okay. Ow.
Okay, pull the fusion cell and switch it with its counterpart.
I'd love to. Right now I've got a little bit of company. Ow. Ow. He ran away. Fine, I can run too. Oh, he came back. No. Ah ha ha ha. Can you not just... Stop, dude. Okay, give me that one. And put it in here. And then give me that one.
With an unstable Golden Age reactor infested with SIVA. Child's play.
Yep, what could go wrong? And we'll put this one here. I think it's working.
Wow, that was fast.
Maybe, but it won't last.
The Iron Lord's original plan was to destroy the replicator in the SIVA chamber. Yolda's explosion apparently only damaged it. So when you reach the chamber, you will need to finish what she began.
Yeah.
That won't stop the Fallen from using the SIVA they already have.
Yeah.
There's more than one battle in a war.
First, we must cut off their supply of SIVA. So, we'll do that. So yeah, you can see the SIVA's all being destroyed across the Plagueland here. It's still there, it's just currently malfunctioning like crazy.
What was that?
Saladin said the Fallen couldn't control SIVA. I'm guessing that disrupting their hold on it is having some adverse effects.
Yep.
I wouldn't celebrate too quickly.
Sup?
Only a few of us reached the replication complex. The worst of Rasputin's defenses had already blanketed this entire area. Frames. Constructs. Some things I haven't seen before or since. They felt no pain. No fear.
All we've seen so far is Fallen.
God damn it. There we go. Oh, a little bit more. The worst thing is because there's a delay on my on my camera. Adjusting my camera is super hard, but yeah. So Rasputin defended the SIVA by using frames. We don't know what... I reckon we're going to see them in Destiny 2. They hinted heavily at them there, and oh my god, this is so disgusting. This is SIVA.
Last time his presence was almost physical. I think he was trying to communicate, but we did not understand.
No, you did
How
not.
can you be so certain Rasputin won't get involved once we're inside?
The Vanguard still believe Rasputin to be simply a war mind. He hasn't been that for a very long time.
Yep. I honestly, one of the theories is that Rasputin let Siva out, specifically because he knows we need it. He didn't manage who got it, unfortunately, but he let it out. There is, however, a counter to that argument, and I'll bring that up in a bit. Man, Siva is trippy. Okay. So going deep into the heart of Site 6 at the moment. We're not there yet, but we're getting there. Site 6 was the core of Siva, the replicator, as I've said before. I will say it was probably smart making Siva need the replicator in case something went wrong. They could always stop it. But only if they got access, if they had access to the replicator. Oh no! No! Where you going? Where you going? Dead.
So when we stop the production of Siva, because it'll be that easy, what about who's controlling it?
I have some leads on that. Fallen chatter about some crazy splicer priest who wants to play God. I'm kind of with Saladin now, though. Zealots can take a back seat until the heavy lifting is done.
We fight that splicer priest in the raid. Actually, no. We're sorry. The splicer priest we don't. The Archon we do. Boop, 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 boop. Okay. Ah! Oi! Oh, if you didn't notice, this gun is actually enhanced with Siva. The raid weapons that we get are all enhanced by Siva. That's part of like the feature of the raid weapons. Because Siva isn't inherently bad. In fact, Siva is actually inherently very good. It just happens to be, if it's not controlled properly, like any nanite like this would be, it's dangerous.
Look for a way down.
A way down, you say? Well, this looks like it.
Why aren't there ever stairs?
Yeah, Ghost. It's a little annoying, isn't it? Ow.
You are close to Siva's dark heart, young wolf. Be on your guard.
So here we see their first attempts at controlling Siva. Back when they had very, very little control and it was mostly Siva. Oi! I don't have a grenade. I tried to throw a grenade, but I don't have a grenade. Yeah, the priest is in the strike. The Archon, and there is another priest, but they're not talking about that one there. I'm a little sad they don't actually mention Axis in the story. Axis is the one pulling the strings for all of this. He's a fallen who has become a perfected Archon. Or, as far as they're concerned, a god. So here it is. Site 6. Listen to what Saladin says here and let it sink in, because it's...
I did what I could to protect their resting place, but I knew what would happen if someone found it. We were touched by the light. I didn't even know someone with the Traveler's Gift could die. Until they did.
Imagine that.
Find the replicator and deactivate it. Only that will stop the flow of Siva once and for all.
That line. Up until the day where Rasputin wiped out the Iron Lords, no one knew anyone who was Lightborn could die. They'd be brought back every time they did. That's why the Iron Lords were needed to protect against the Warlords. They thought they were invincible, literally. And then in one day, they lost everything. So yeah. Remember at the start I mentioned Rasputin gave the Siva within the chamber one order? That order is to kill any Lightborn that enters the chamber. By any means necessary. Well, we're entering the chamber and we're Lightborn.
Those things on the ceiling. I'm detecting DNA. They're human.
Human?
They were human.
That's not possible.
They've long since changed from that.
Entering self-destruct. What's happening?
No. It can't be.
Yep. Siva's using their corpses as weapons against us.
The Iron Lord's armor.
And we're going to use the Iron Lord's axe against them. One down. There's another one. And another one. Okay, one more. Whew! Okay. Recharge the axe a little bit. Two, three, four. Oh, okay, and I'm away. I'm away. Nope, nope, away. Bye-bye. Woo! Okay. I'm gonna go recharge the axe a bit before it loses its flame. Oh, hi! No, 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 bye! Bye-bye. Okay. There it is. We had...
Young Wolf, finish this.
I will, but before I do, I want to show you guys the amazing scenery that is in this place, because holy shit. This is the Siva replication chamber. It is just something out of a fucking horror film. Like, look at that. Okay. Let's go set the self-destruct and get the fuck out of here, shall we?
We need to go very fast.
No. Oh.
Well done, my young wolf. Siva is gone, and the Iron Lords are at peace. Return to the Iron Temple. You have earned your reward.
There it is. The Siva replication chamber destroyed. The fallen splices still have Siva, but they have a limited amount of it, and they have limited control over it. Now, once again, I can't show you guys the raid, but what comes next in the story is we go to the core of where the last of their Siva is being held, where it's being used to create machines of war that the Fallen want to use against the city. One of which is the Siege Machine, a giant device that's built on the top of the wall itself, designed to take out the tower. And at its core, Axis, the Archon priest, or the Archon god. He's the thing we see at the start with the spider legs, in that we only really see the legs of. That's Axis. He's used Siva to alter himself in unimaginable ways. And that is quite possibly my favourite boss fight in the game. And yeah. We defeat him. And essentially put a stop to the Fallen using the Siva. They're still spliced. Not all the Fallen, that's a key distinction. The Fallen Devils and the Fallen Devil Splicers are spliced. There are still subsets of the Fallen, and there are splices of all the factions. But the actual normal Fallen and the normal Devils are not spliced at the moment, and they probably never will be. So I imagine we'll be seeing the normal Fallen in Destiny 2. We may see a bit of the splices, but I think we'll mostly be seeing the normal. And here we go. I didn't think this was actually going to show.
The SIVA replicator is destroyed. We found this near it.
Yolda's helmet.
Thank you. She would be honored. My brothers and sisters, I will see you again. Someday. You've given them back to me. Approach. There was a time that only Iron Lords carried these blades. There are many like this in our armory, but this one is new. It is yours, young wolf. You are the first of a new generation. Take your place as an Iron Lord.
We are the first of the new Iron Lords. And that is why we have access to the Iron Temple as a social space. But yes, so there it is. That is the story of Destiny 1 finished. And now for one last little treat. I'm going to load it up because what we're going to have a little peek is... Here it is. Just make sure it actually... Whoop, whoop. Yeah, no, it's playing. Do you mind? Fucking thing. Okay, so, here we go. Whoa. What's happening? Oh, there we go. Okay. So I'm going to mute the Elgato audio. So yeah, that was Destiny 1 finished. Now, I'm going to show you a little preview of what I'll be covering later on in the year. And that is Destiny 2.
Times may be dark, but we are Earth's greatest hope. Look around you. A gathering of noble guardians, new and old.
Okay, listen up. You're a bunch of dirty misfits, but you're all that's left, so you'll have to do.
Our home was attacked. I was there, fought against the endless onslaught.
They kept coming, so I kept firing. Not gonna lie, I was magnificent.
Despite the sacrifice of many brave guardians, we lost everything. The tower, the city, our home.
So, everything is gone. Your stuff, my stuff, most importantly, my stuff.
Today we know our enemy. His name is
Gary! Or Gil. Glenn? Is it? I don't know. It's something with a G!
Gaul. I know you look to me in times of peril, but this is not my battle alone.
Which means if I don't see you out there, I'll kill you myself.
It is time to avenge this injustice, for that is the duty of all guardians.
Worst case scenario, you die. But who knows? Maybe you won't.
So I ask you, who will stand with me?
Yeah! Really, guys?
That was inspiring.
Also, there will be a ton of loot! Yeah, right? That's what I thought.
Pre-order and get beta.
Don't need that last part. But yes, so Destiny 2. The city falls to the Cabal. There's one line of that they're using as a tagline that is quite scary. You see, We have our powers and we're able to resurrect as Guardians because of the light. The light given to us by the Traveler. I don't know if we're anywhere near the Traveler to be able to actually see. No, we're not. But we're given that power by the Traveler's light. There is a tagline that has been sent out that is it's just simply, "Welcome to a world without the light." And that has so many consequences I can't even imagine. Our powers, what make us Guardians, is the light. What allows us to resurrect when we're killed is the light. Without it, we're fucked. So yeah, this could be an interesting, very interesting take on the story, and I'm very much looking forward to it. There will be a ton of loot. Most important thing. Yeah, Cade is brilliant. Played by Nathan Fillion. If you couldn't figure that out, he's awesome. He actually brings a lot of character to that wouldn't have been there if it wasn't him. Okay. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed our little trips through Destiny. This was a shorter stream than usual because I was finishing off the stories. And I'm going to stop the recording there, but I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you